And now, here again is Eugenie Gamble. What a marvelous message.
Thank you.
It's so nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Interesting, though. We talked about praise, we talked about faith, but not at any time did you mention prayer.
Well, I think prayer happens in a number of ways. Prayer happens, obviously, when I was sitting by the bedside of my friend, just in the holding of her hand, just in the lifting of the situation to God, the circumstance to God. I think prayer is relationship as much as it ever is words or actions. And sometimes I think the deepest prayers of the heart are our tears.
It's very interesting. You talked about that. Has there been an incident you talked about in your message here? You talked about your friends losing their daughter. But has there been an incident in your life where you were under stress or something, someone did something, made an act or a gift that has been real meaningful to you?
Oh, yes. Actually, just in the last couple of days, I had a friend, it's been a difficult time in my life, and I had a friend give me this cross that I'm wearing today. And the story that she told about it, I think, is wonderful. It is made from spent shell casings.
Wow.
And she said that the symbolism of that is simply that even from that which can destroy, something beautiful can be made for God. But even more beautiful, I think, is that in the crossbar of the cross, there's a kaleidoscope. And she said that, and it's a beautiful thing, and she said that what that symbolized to her was that through the lens of the cross, all of the broken pieces of human life can be put together into something that is a brand new whole and that is beautiful beyond our imagining. And so I treasure this and hold on to it with gratitude.
That is so unique.
Yeah, it's
and
a
so
wonderful
meaningful.
thing.
That's wonderful.
Yes.
Has there been a single incident, and I know this is difficult sometimes, but has there been a single incident in your life that has been that changing moment that made your faith greater than at any time before?
Oh gosh, there have been so many times when God has drawn near to me. Actually, my earliest memory of life was a faith memory. And it had to do with the time that my grandmother died, and I was only about 4 years old. And she was very precious to me. And in those days in the South, funerals were often held from the home. And the decision was made that I was too young to stay for the funeral, and I was taken across the street with a cousin to play with electric trains. And I remember walking across the street and looking back at the house and seeing the mourners coming on the steps. And I don't know if I saw or I felt, but my memory is that I saw a beautiful kind of golden aura around the house.
Wow.
And I remember knowing, even as a little child, that that was God and that it was a wondrous presence and that everything was going to be okay.
Got about 30 seconds left here. I kind of asked the question, is that what led you to the ministry, these kinds of visions?
Well, via a circuitous route, I will have to add. But I think God had been working with me since that small time.
How wonderful. And what a marvelous message.
Well, thank you.
We're so delighted to have you with
Thank
us here on 30 Good Minutes.
It's a treat.
Please come again.
Thank you.